Hey everybody, this is JJW from the UMCOC podcast, and I'm back to make another video for you. And so the other day I put up a tweet about the newest ability that Collector offers you on Discord, and that is roster stats, where you can track your percent complete of your collection of your roster. So you can track what percent of your 5-star collection is complete, 4-star collection is complete, etc. There's counts and power level, and it's actually updated even from that since then. So I put this tweet up and asked, why are you guys online again? And David Buckham gave me the answer. He says, because my alliance is online. And that's true. The majority of the community is online, but that doesn't mean that Line is the better platform to be on. In fact, Line is inferior. So this video is going to be about showing you how to make a Discord server for your alliance in only a couple of minutes. A Discord server is really the heart of how Discord works and how you would communicate with your community of your alliance mates. So it's really pretty simple. So let's see how long it takes to spin up a full-fledged alliance server in Discord. So start the clock. Let's go. We're going to go to Discord here. We're going to go down to create a new server, make a new server. We're going to call this server David's World. Cool. And let's add a profile picture to this server so that we can easily identify it in the left-hand toolbar. Let's go with this. I think David will like that. All right, and now we're going to create the server. And while this is creating, let me talk you through. Never mind. Okay, so here, this link right here is the invitation link to your server. We're going to hold on to that for a second, and you can invite your buddies directly, share that link with them directly, and you can get them into this server. But here we are, we're on a server. Now, if you have never been on Discord before, let me give you a little nickel tour. On the right-hand side is going to be your list of people that are in the same room that you're in. This is an empty server. And on the left-hand side is going to be a list of all of the servers that you have access to, as well as a list of all the channels that you have access to on this given server. And you can see that we are on David's World server right there. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to go talk to Collector, and if we send Collector the invite command, he's going to give you this little message about what you need to do, but just push this little link right here. This is a link. Okay, and then you tell the Collector, yeah, I want you to join David's World server. Make sure to leave the administrator checkbox checked, or else you will have problems. And then confirm that you are not a robot, unless you are a robot, in which case lie about your confirmation. And we're going to close this, and now we're going to go back to David's server. We're going to see Collector has joined. And on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, you'll see the Collector is in the list of contacts on said server. Again, no channels, but we are on David's World right there. Okay, so here's what we need to do. /GAPS gaps. Collector Dev Team Guild Alliance pop-up system. Okay, the GAPS system will configure your server for basic Alliance operations. Roles will be added for Summoners, Alliance Officers, BG 1, 2, 3. Channels will be added for Announcements, Alliance, and Battle Groups. Channel permissions will be configured. After GAPS system prepares your server, there will be additional instructions. If you consent, press OK. I'm going to press OK, and we're going to wait for the GAPS system to execute. And while we wait, you know what? It's already done. Okay, so stage 1 is to create all of the roles that we're going to need. We're going to need maybe an admin role, maybe not. Officer roles. You're definitely going to want officers tagged with the officer role in your alliance. You're going to want BG1, BG2, BG3 in some way assigned in your alliance, so people can have those roles. And you're going to want to have an alliance role, because some people on your server will be in your alliance, and some people will be applicants for your alliance or external people for your alliance, and you don't want them to have access to your alliance content. We're also gonna, stage 2 is to create a bunch of channels, right? So we have channels for the alliance general chatter. We have a channel for officers to talk garbage about alliance members, and we have channels for battle group chat, battle group, alliance quest chat, battle group, alliance war chat, etc. Now, Collector also does this. He modifies the server settings so that it uses better notification settings out of the box. A Discord server will send you a notification for every single message sent on your server. But if you make this modification, which Collector does for you, you will only receive notifications for which you are direct messaged. There's some optional stuff here. You can set an announcement channel, and you can also choose to set an auto roll for summoners. If you set an auto roll, then what happens is when someone joins your server, they are issued the summoner role as opposed to, say, your alliance role. And the last thing you can do is register your alliance. Now let's go back up here. We created roles and we created channels. Again, on the left-hand side, all of the channels on your server, you'll see that they are already in place. If we go to Alliance Chatter and check the channel settings and the permissions, you'll see that everyone is not allowed to read this channel, but those persons with the Alliance role are allowed to read this channel. So the only people that, when they join your server, if you give them the Alliance role, they will be able to participate in this particular chat channel. Similarly, Battle Group 1 Alliance War, you check the channel settings, permissions. Everyone is denied access to this channel, but if that person is allocated the BG1 role, then BG1 members are allowed to participate in the BG1 Alliance War chat channel. So, and of course, officers are also allowed to participate in the chat channel. What that does is that allows you to keep your battle group chatter away from other battle groups where they don't really have any business being in there. And of course, you can always set it. Okay, and when I created this alliance, it also created the alliance role, and it created the officer role, and it created the other roles. So if you click on a username, you'll see I have a tag here that says alliance. Collector already gave me that, and if I click on manage user, I can easily go in and add myself to officers and let's say BG1. So that's all that's necessary to create a alliance server. Go back to the general channel here. But there's a couple of other things you can do. If you do alliance register, then what's going to happen is Collector will create an alliance profile card for you. So we're going to go to alliance register. We're going to agree to that. Okay. And what it's done is it's registered your Collectorverse Alliance, and it's also said, oh, there's a Alliance role. I'm going to include those members as the known Alliance members. And there's a big Battle Group 2 role, there's an Officers role, there's a Battle Group 3 role, and there's a Battle Group 1 role. So it recognizes these roles, and it included them in the profile. There are a number of things that you can set on your profile. So let's look at Alliance settings. Okay, so you can have your name of your alliance. If you don't define the name specifically, I'm just going to take the server name. You can set your alliance tag. You can write an about message that tells what your alliance is about. You can include the start date. You can include an invitation link, and you can include a poster. So let's set some of those things real quick. So alliance set invite, and we're going to paste that link that's on our clipboard. No, we are not. Let's see if it's still on here, and it's right there. So we're going to paste that. All right, and let's also, a lot of people like to include a poster to describe their alliance when they're doing recruiting. So let's set an alliance set poster. And let's choose an image from our gallery that totally represents our alliance, like this. Great. Okay. And let's also set an about, alliance about, set about, and Dave's world is all about the AQ. 5, 5, 5. Sorry, typos, guys. Oh, you know what? And let's set the tag, alliance set tag, That's the 5-character discriminator that is used in the game, right? It's included in the bracket. So we're gonna just make this Dave's. Oh, that's a typo. Sorry, guys. Alliance set tag Dave's. And let's just see what it looks like now. So Alliance, just Alliance. And this is the profile card. Now this profile plays on your Alliance server. And the difference between, and there's a difference between when it's called on your Alliance server versus a community server. On your Alliance server, this section has your Alliance prestige and will also play the prestige of every member of your Alliance. So you can easily see who's completed their roster and who hasn't, and basically who's up to speed. And you can see your total Alliance prestige. You can see the tag is now set, and Alliance Dave's World. We're all about the 5x5. There's our poster. And you can also say Alliance BG. And that will give you a battle group breakdown. So in battle group 1, one person, JJW, is in the Alliance. Let's give you another example of an Alliance. So here's the SDF, my other Alliance, and you can see I've done Alliance BG here, and you can see that in Battle Group 1 I have 10 people with their rosters, in Battle Group 2 I have 10 people, and Battle Group 3 I have 10 people. So it makes it a little easier to manage who's in what group and quickly make changes. If you are on a community server like the UMCOC server, you can go down here to looking for Alliance or looking for members and make a little post there, but I'm going to stay out of there. I'm just going to go to the Robot Workshop and let's see what it looks like on a community server. Not that Alliance. Not that Alliance. There we are. Dave's World. You'll see we're still showing Alliance prestige, and we're still showing the summary prestige of the Alliance and the number of members, but we are not giving a per member breakdown of prestige, so it's a little bit more private. And what this allows you to do is have a recruiting profile where your poster is played, your join server link is played, information about your Alliance is played as you choose to write it yourself. So that's all that's necessary to create a fully operational Alliance server for your team. You can send them a link to get them in there. You could be done with this in literally 5 minutes. And it gives you a recruiting platform where you can quickly and easily have a recruiting profile where you can go to the UMCOC community server and go to the looking for members and play your community profile and let people know what your Alliance is about and that you're looking for members. All right. I mean, is that crazy or what? You could spin an entire Alliance server in about 2 minutes. I spent about 10 minutes and explained it all to you, but you could do it in just a couple minutes. Okay, that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Check out some of my other videos, and please come visit the UMCOC server and come talk to me. You can also follow me on Twitter at UMCOCpod. And anyway, all right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.